Death is an event that each individual has to experience throughout their life, whether it be natural, a murder, or even a suicide. It's also one of the events that has the capability to haunt an individual for a lifetime. Physician-assisted suicide is a very controversial subject in which it can go against oaths, different kinds of care, and overall degrade the value of life. However, it has the opportunity to benefit individuals through ending their suffering, valuing their personal reasons, and lessening the cost of medical care. It's defined as when a physician facilitates a patient's death by providing the necessary means and/or information to enable the patient to perform this life-ending act. The terminally ill patient has the option of ending their suffering, lessening the cost of medical care for their own personal benefit. Who wouldn't want that? Many see the point of the fact that it violates Hippocratic Oath, affects palliative care, and it overall degrades the value of human life. As a terminally ill patient, most mindsets either fall to, I don't want to suffer, or how can I make the rest of my life the best it can be? They already are aware of the fact that death is hovering right around the corner, so why not save what they have left of their dignity? According to National Hospice and Palliative Care Organization, in 2014 an estimated 1.6 million patients received services from hospice. Within those patients, only about 10.3% of them in hospice lasted longer than 180 days. Since their lives are already being cut short, shouldn't they have the option to choose? If the family has already prepared for the death, it prevents them from seeing their loved ones suffer prolonged sickness. Throughout research, the percentage of at-home deaths is much higher than those at hospice care or another facility. This shows that more individuals prefer the comfort of their own home rather than a building filled with machines. If the individual doesn't have the option to have physician-assisted suicide, they might just commit it themselves. Patients have nearly twice the rate for attempted suicide than any other group. If you were to put yourself in the patient's position and you had a choice, would you choose to suffer, or would you choose to have lived a life full of memories you want to remember? Never mind the idea of your illness knocking on the door in the back of your head, constantly reminding you. While each patient is racking up dollars by the minute by simply sitting in a room filled with machines pumping more chemicals into their system, they could be saving other lives. Individuals have the opportunity to donate their organs to those in need. Around 19,000 plus men, women, and children are on a wait list for an organ transplant each and every single day. 22 of those individuals die every day waiting, and only 3 out of every 1,000 individuals die in ways that allow organ transplant, all according to organ donations, providing 8 lives saved from each individual. Only about 1/3 of potential donors become actual eligible donors, depending on how they die. Ironically, drugs for assisted suicide are less expensive than medical care, saving money for both the patient and federal government. Physician-assisted suicide is about $75 to $100, whereas a patient who wants to continue spends about $153 each day. Now, with every controversial subject, there are pros and cons. Hippocratic Oath is an oath stating the obligations and proper conduct of doctors, formally taken by those beginning medical practice. Since each medical professional is obligated to take this oath, any practitioner is going against what they swore to, which can in turn be seen as going against one's morals. It also affects palliative care, which is medical care for people with serious illness. But it also focuses on providing relief from the symptoms and stress of a serious illness. If you take away the life that is in need of these with specialized care, you're taking away a designated hope for patients of the future who have the same illness. Not to mention, many people think that physician-assisted suicide degrades the value of human life. The idea of physician-assisted suicide often reflects as if there are more cons, yet when put into perspective, the pros outweigh. Now imagine, your loved one is suffering, the pain never ending, the idea of death lurking around the corner. As a society, we are too focused on the overall impression of physician-assisted suicide, rather than focusing on personal benefits. Although it may seem as if physician-assisted suicide goes against morals, oaths, and other care, in reality, it benefits the ill patient, ending their suffering, lessening the cost of their medical care, and overall personal reasons.